Iowa State beats Kansas State 24-21 in Dublin, Ireland. Matt Campbell and the Cyclones, man, 1-0 start, not only in the regular season, but also in conference play. That is huge for them. What a performance. Truly, what a performance. What a gritty, tough grind of a game for the Cyclones to get it done in a neutral site week 0. All eyes were on it, man. It was sloppy, to say the least. Not only the weather in the field, but just the football that was played. A lot of... 2 turnovers for either team, so 4 total. Maybe not a lot, but turnovers were there, penalties were there, mistakes were there. With that being said, friends, we're briefly going to react to this game. We're going to break down some film, some of the bigger plays. That's what we're doing in this video. So let's go ahead. Let's dive in. Again, Iowa State, man, 24-21. What a performance out of that defensive line. To me, that was the standout part of this football game. I love the way that unit played. They held Kansas State to 110 yards rushing. Now, obviously, Dylan Edwards goes out early in this football game. That hurts badly, and you could tell. Now, Joe Jackson didn't have a terrible day. 12 carries for 51 yards. But the part that bothered me the most on Kansas State's side of this, and this is not taking away any credit from that Iowa State defensive line. Again, I think they were the factor of the football game for me. 8 carries for 21 yards. He did have a touchdown early in the game on a read option. We'll go ahead. We'll show the film of that here in a little bit while we break it down. But it just felt like outside of that, Avery Johnson's legs were almost a non-factor. Only 21 yards rushing when Dylan Edwards goes down. I'm sorry, but if it's me, I think Avery Johnson's legs have to be more of a factor. Now, Iowa State, again, played an incredible job, really disciplined football outside of that one read option touchdown that Avery scampered in on. But that to me is what hurt K-State. Now, they threw the ball effectively. 273 yards passing on 21 for 30 out of Avery, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He looked good. I liked some of the route concepts. They kept it simple, kept it sweet. Nice double move to Jace Brown later in the game. They had that beautiful RPO where the safety bit took a bad angle, hits Jaron on a touchdown pass. So there were moments to be happy for and proud of with that offense, but truly the rushing side of the ball is what lost Kansas State this football game. On the Iowa State side, offensively, man, Rocco Beck's just a grinder. He's not going to beat you with flash. He's not going to beat you with pizzazz, but 14 for 28 through the air, 183 yards, 2 touchdowns. He placed those 2 touchdowns perfectly for his guys. Love the way he played. When you consider the weather and obviously, how muggy and sloppy it was, but running the football. Coming into this game, if you would have told me Rocco Beck's legs were more impactful on this football game than Avery Johnson's, I probably would have disagreed. And that's not to say that Rocco can't do it. I just wouldn't have expected that. I would have thought a game plan would have been centered around Avery Johnson's legs being utilized. But Rocco Beck, man, 12 carries, so more carries than Avery, as opposed to his 8. Only 18 yards rushing, so yes, Avery outran him, but he had that rushing touchdown. He converted a 4th down with his legs. It just felt like his legs had more of an impact on this football game and his offense than Avery's did. And to me, from a game plan point of view, that's just surprising. But, again, props to Iowa State. Let's go ahead. Let's dive into the film. We're going to break down some key plays in chronological order until the end of the game. We'll keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it simple. All right, let's do it. First play here. Let's get into it. Iowa State touchdown. Rocco Beck drops back, lets it fly. Beautiful ball. Let's go ahead. Let's see what we got going on here, all right, friends? Right off the bat, we got a single high safety sitting back here. I'm telling you right now, Rocco sees this. He loves this look. We probably got man coverage on the outsides here, right on the top. We get a beautiful start on this route, and we just put this ball right where it needs to be, truly. I love everything about this play. We're going to see it. We're seeing it. And right off the bat, we get this nice little jump, and it's go time. We're putting this ball right where it needs to be. Rocco's eyes are already on it. No hesitation, man. Not a single ounce of hesitation. He sees this thing. He loves it. He lets it fly. Enough separation. Safety can't get over. Touchdown, 7-0. 6-0, I should say. Ball game. K-State evens us up 7-7 here. I love this play call. I desperately wish we would have seen more of this out of Avery Johnson and this team, man. Easy read option. We get a nice little block outside. We score, all right? Here's our guy. We are watching a couple of things here, really. Okay, we're watching our tight end here. We're going to see a beautiful block on the second level. That's the first thing. And we're going to see the defensive end bite extremely hard. He's going to take this motion, not motion, but he's going to bite for this fake going to the right side, to the strong side. We come back. We make a beautiful read here by Avery Johnson. But this is just simple football, man. This is nothing flashy. Read option, defensive end, right off the bat. He's biting way too hard. He's sold on this fake. He's following it here. Again, our tight end, man, we get a great... I guess, effort at a block. I'll let you watch for yourself. It it wasn't a beautiful block by any stretch. Could have been a lot better, but we get just enough on him. We create this beautiful run lane right here. This safety gets a little flat-footed. Avery's athleticism creates the gap. He scores a touchdown. Really desperately wish we would have saw more of this, but again, we get enough of him there, get past the safety, we're in the end zone, tie ball game. All right, first play in this game that I feel like the critique starts to come in, and it's with Kansas State. This one was a 4th and 8. Now, here's a big point of this game to think about. K-State was 1 for 4 on 4th downs. It was a huge factor. I didn't even mention that earlier in this video, but my goodness. Iowa State, on the other hand, 3 for 3 on 4th downs. So that tells you a story without even having to watch the football game. But 4th and 8, when you're trying to go for it at this distance, is, of course, never going to be analytically correct, as you can see here by ESPN's standards, and also just effective. That's a long way to go, man. It's not easy to pick up 8 yards on a 4th down. We got 2 wide out here. Jace Brown, as we can see, looks like Iowa State's just playing a simple, really like a 3-3 concept here. They're standing on the line to gain. They're not going to let anything beat them deep. I want you to pay attention to what Kansas State runs here. We run a little bit of just a simple mesh concept. Avery rolls out. He's trying to motion to his guys to get open. We end up just 2 guys in the same spot. The ball, now, very well could have been caught. Props on Avery for making something out of nothing there. But here's where, one, I don't hate any of this, to be honest. I don't highly dislike it. What I don't like was just the decision by Avery here. I want you guys to pay attention. Again, we run double slants. We bring Jace underneath. So a simple mesh concept. But here's where I would have liked for this football to go. I understand Avery turns his head here. I think if he stays on that read just a second longer, everything's covered, right? But I don't hate this. Give your athlete a chance to make a play in space. We got at least this portion of the field, all right, with a one-on-one to make something happen. And even if he delays this a little more, we're going to see Jace Brown come through here. If we delay this a little bit, let him get up the field a bit more, Jace Brown can either take this safety, right? Or he can kind of seal us a little screen or a block to keep this one-on-one intact over here with this gentleman. Now, what I really, really would have liked to see happen as well is Avery turn back around, hit this, and this safety, his hips are already turning, guys. He's moving this direction already. Now, he does a great job watching Avery's eyes. He sees that he's looking this way now, so he's not worried about really this check down. But to me, in a 4th and 8, this would have been the read that I would have liked for him to throw. Now, Jace Brown doesn't really get open here at all through all the traffic and everything that's going on. But, I mean, that check down becomes more and more open. At this point, it's almost nearly impossible. We try to force it in. It doesn't work. Turnover on downs, 1st and many for the Wildcats in this football game. Rocco, my guy, 2nd touchdown. Absolute dot of a throw. Beautiful double move on the top of the screen. Here we go. Beat the corner. Man on man, safety can't get over. Gorgeous throw by Rocco Becht. Even better catch. Great adjustment to the football. What do we got? Looks like, again, we got man-to-man coverage here on the top of the screen on the outside. All right, we have a safety here, but he doesn't really get over and give us any over-the-top help. The double move wasn't sold by the pump fake whatsoever. So, I mean, I'm not really entirely sure what this safety does. Not having the all 22 makes it a bit difficult to kind of see. He makes a very late adjustment to the point where he's not getting there. But I want you to keep an eye right here on the double move. This corner bites and hesitates just a little bit on the cut, and then we beat him deep. And again, a gorgeous throw out of Rocco Becht. So let's go ahead. Let's run it. Here we go. Double move. We bite just a bit on that inside cut. We get around him. Safety's not getting there in time, and Rocco places this thing on a rope. Beautiful throw there. Avery Johnson, baby. Beautiful throw, but more than that, Jace Brown, beautiful route. Game of the double moves, apparently. We just got done watching Rocco Becht score on a double move. What does K-State do? They say, hey, anything you can do, we can try to do better. I want you to keep an eye on Jace Brown here now. Not having the all-22 absolutely hurts this one. It does it no justice. But we're going to watch. Avery's going to run really like a little bit of a skinny post and then immediately cut this thing up. I want you to keep an eye here as best as you can. Again, it's going to be hard to see, but boy, he bites incredibly hard. We can't see the rest of the screen, but we can see enough to know that this was just a complete botch out of Iowa State. So we're going to cut this post. We're going to just make a gorgeous cut. Avery's eyes are right there. The safety that's just off the screen, he bites way too hard on this route. And Avery's eyes sell it. He does a good job. Great route out of Jace Brown. All the credit in the world to him. I mean, this makes any quarterback look great, right? Look at that separation. It's a walk-in touchdown. Huge touchdown, man. Knotted it up at 14 apiece. K-State down 10. Gotta have it badly. It's crunch time. Rocco Becht just punched in the end zone. Iowa State's got all the momentum. This defense has stumped you for most of the night. What do you come back with? Well, I like the play call, but more than anything, Iowa State just completely blows this coverage. I mean, this is just getting caught looking in the backfield. It's just not a good job at all. I'm gonna run it. All right, we're gonna see just a simple, really play action more than anything. We're gonna roll out. We're just gonna hit the go. Boom, terrible angle out of the safety. We hit the go route. That's 6. Quick touchdown when they needed it. Not that it mattered in the end, but what did Iowa State do wrong here? More than anything, we're going to come down in the box and try to disguise this coverage. All right, we're coming down like we're playing the run, trying to change up the numbers on Avery Johnson. He's at this point, we end up turning back to try to run into coverage. We really just get a simple cover 3, right? Deep third. He goes back to take a deep third. He's got deep third. Corner drifts a bit, but still has the, the flat out there. Hook to curl guy here. He gets out there. But these two collapse on the same route right here. Him and him. And the safety just, again, it's just a bad pursuit. It's a terrible angle out of 20. He drops back, tries to undercut this route. 31 is just completely out of the mix. And again, that's not really his deep third, so to speak. His deep third's more right in between the hash marks here. But just all around, not a good coverage. We get caught really looking, napping back there, take a terrible angle, and that's what happens, right? 20's following, he turns. That's the problem. He turns his shoulders and gets caught flat-footed. That's really the biggest thing that takes place on this play, man. And that's where we get the touchdown. Boom, over my head. See ya. Play of the game, play of the night, most pivotal moment. This wins the football game for the Cyclones right here. I'm going to do this in every single film breakdown, is pick a play of the game and kind of do exactly that, right? Break it down. But it won't always be a fourth quarter, 4th and 3 with 2 minutes left to win the football game. Gutsy call here out of Matt Campbell. But this was a beautiful play call, friends. I mean, absolutely gorgeous play call. Carson Hansen out of the backfield. Athletes in space, man. I say it all the time. That is exactly how you win football games. Get your athletes in space. K-State's sending it, man. We're hitting every gap. Pause on that. We are coming. Pause on that as well. But what I love here is when we send this motion, we get a bunch of trips to the right side of the field. This brings both safeties over. I mean, K-State's thinking, hey, this is probably going to be some kind of just a simple zone read to the right side here. We are bringing everybody, right? Power football. We're going to stop you. You need 3 yards. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. Beautiful play call here out of Iowa State, man. Carson Hansen immediately, first step, boom, right out of the backfield. Now, I want you to watch why this is so effective here, okay? Everybody shifted in. 47, our linebacker, is who's responsible for covering. Now, he knows it, but right off the bat, you tell me if he's going to be able to get out there, right, and make this play. Truly. I mean, with any amount of speed, is that an easy play to make? No, not at all. Rocco Becht does exactly what he needs to, just putting this ball out there. Just let him catch it. 47 sees it immediately. He says, uh-oh. I mean, at this point, you're already lost, right? We're coming. He releases through. 47 knows, hey, I got to get out to the flat. I got to get this guy. It's man-to-man right now. I might be in trouble. I mean, we do have a deep safety back here, but he's out of the mix. We're going for 3 yards, not 13. Boom. I mean, look at the separation. And this is just, it's easy. It's a gorgeous play call. It's just knowing your situation, knowing your surroundings, and understanding what the defense is giving you, man. That right there won Iowa State the game. And that's all I got, friends. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you, friends.